Hey guys, for those of you who missed me and felt my absence last week, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
For those of you that didn't miss me, I see that you've decided to show up anyways. Thanks for that. I really tried not to take a week off with all the moving and craziness. I tried really hard to get ahead, and I did for a little bit. I accounted for like 3 weeks, but I still somehow managed to fall behind, so hence my disappearing act.
How'd they find me?
But the good news is I'm back with another LOL doll makeover today.
This is the LOL surprise dance version. And she's wearing... Is that a swimsuit? I've done quite a few LOL doll makeovers before. I try to get different ones each time. I think this is my first time doing the dance one. It comes with a holographic collectible card, just an alien showing off his dance moves, so that's nice. Vogue it, BB. Right. Anyways, there's an instruction manual. Let's see here. Apparently water comes out of her eyes, comes out of her ears, comes out of her mouth, comes out of her... Never mind. Moving on. There's a lot of great choices today. Tons of good ones to pick from. I was hoping I didn't get the one with pigtails since I literally just did one like that last time. These are all the ones you can get. Unfortunately, no RAR babe this time. But there's Channel 7 with Turnstep Phoebe, Channel 8 with MC Pose, Channel 6 with Tempo Cutie, and Channel 5 with Phenom, not sure how to pronounce that, BB. Who comes up with this stuff? Someone needs to give them a raise. This wouldn't be my choice of attire to go to a dance, but to each their own, I guess. I mean, maybe I'd wear that. I've just never been to a dance. I tried unwrapping this stuff in order of most likely to be trash to least likely to be trash. I just kind of felt my way through. And now for the best part. So here she is. She actually kinda looks like a superhero to me. I don't know why. I guess it's the gloves, maybe. Perhaps her name would be like... Captain OxyClean. It's always pretty hard putting the clothes on, and with this one, I kinda put them on out of order at times. So I had to kinda take everything apart and put it back on again. At some point during my creative process, her head fell off. So I'll be reuniting that with her body now. I'll admit, she looks a little out there. Almost kinda like she rolled around in a puddle of highlighters. I think that's just because she's supposed to glow. She even came with a little black light. I think it's supposed to be one of those glow-in-the-dark types of dance parties. I'm just guessing those exist. I've never actually been invited.
If you've ever been to a party before, feel free to sell your soul to me by subscribing to my channel and ringing that bell thing so you don't lose me on the internet. And now that you won't lose me on the internet, please consider inviting me to your next party, please. I post new videos
every Friday.
So this is the dance party turntable. I'm assuming I'm just supposed to put her on here and twirl. It even comes with a little stand to shove her feet into so she won't fall off. Just a little precaution so she doesn't go flying off center stage. You just gotta make sure you don't turn it too fast, and by too fast I mean don't turn it at all. Not even a little. The black light was okay. It was a bit small. Not ideal for showing you her true highlighter potential. Luckily I have my own black light, for reasons. She comes with a lot of plastic trash, which makes a pretty fitting backdrop for her. But anyways, that's enough fun. Time to get down to business. Clearly she's not looking nearly evil enough for the dark side. So I'll be giving her a makeover she'll never forget. So I start off by pulling out the acetone and scrubbing off her face. Then I went in with a Q-tip to make sure I didn't miss any parts. I like to build on top of the LOL dolls, use them as a base and then sculpt on top of them. But before I get started with sculpting a more chaotic look for her, I figured she's in dire need of a haircut. After seeing what I did with Princess Cadence, Tatch Guthrie believes I'd make a great barber. And so yeah, I felt like my talents were finally being recognized.
And like always, I didn't forget about the butt hair. Kinda looks like she's making a poop.
Thanks again, Tatch. So I went ahead and cut off this LOL doll's cinnamon bun swirl. She won't be needing that where she's going. I want her to wear a hat, but the cinnamon swirl was just throwing off my proportions. It would stick out too far, so I just got rid of it. So that's what it looks like in there. She's supposed to be kinda like a nature fairy, but like the dark side version of a nature fairy. The hat is supposed to be based on a pitcher plant, kinda like she took the pitcher plant, turned it upside down, and stuck it on her head. You'll see more of that later. I put her clothes back on so I could build on top of those. I started adding little leaves of epoxy around. I wanted it to look like she's wearing a little outfit made of leaves. Her skirt really helped poof out the leaves, if that makes any sense. It gave them a poofy look, like a little poofy princess dress, except like evil. I added an edge to the pitcher plant. I wanted to give it some more dimension and start forming it into the shape that I wanted for the hat. I also attached some little leaves onto it for some added scenery. I thought I'd give her a little snail friend, pretty much a sidekick. I figured snails would gross some people out, so why not? Are you disgusted? Here I'm sculpting a little stick that I'm gonna accessorize her hat with. She has quite a bit of leaves and branches and berries, etc, etc. Her whole outfit is made of greenery. She pretty much sticks on anything she finds on the driveway. I wanted it to be very obvious she's a nature fairy, and I wanted her to kinda look like one of those annoying houseflies everyone's always trying to swat away.
So you've chosen
Death.
So I'm giving her some wings to buzz around with. She's like a fly, but also a fairy. No one asked for this, no one really requested to see this, but that's precisely why I made it. Kinda random, but just bear with me. You know, I felt like the fly part emphasizes her mischievous and annoying personality. Being annoying is a prerequisite to being
Evil.
If you're not annoying, can you truly claim that you're evil? No. I tried going back and adding some details to all the leaves. I also added some clusters of berries to her dress. A lot of fairies have pointy elf ears, so of course she has them too. They're kinda sticking out from under her hat. At some point the berries and snail and her wings fell off, so I had to hot glue all the fatalities back on before I could start painting. Not that it made too much of a difference. Some of them just didn't want to stay on no matter how hard I tried. I'm painting her skin a dark purpley black color that flies have. I then went in with an orangey peach color, which was supposed to be like the main color of her outfit, which was a mistake, as you'll soon see. I tried to mix up the colors on her dress, add some variety. At this point though, I felt like she was looking too much like a pumpkin fairy. I kept going with it for a little bit to see if I could make it work. Honestly, should have quit while I was ahead, but nope. I kept adding more and more green to her as well as coloring the berries red. Now it looked too much like a Christmas fairy. And as much as I love Christmas, mostly just the presents, But yeah, I guess that wasn't the right season either. I'm not really going for a Halloween or Christmas vibe. Maybe more so like a spring or summer type look. Is there no holiday associated with spring or summer? Maybe like Groundhog Day? That's the look I'm going for with this one. A pitcher plant has these reddish purple veins on them, so I tried to recreate that, hoping it would help bring the look together, but I was wrong. I think I went too overkill with them at first. It looked more like blood vessels or something, and while I do have an affinity for blood, she just wasn't looking the way I wanted her to. So I got rid of the veins, thinking that's maybe my only problem, but clearly I've got more problems on hand.
Hello. Hey, there's me. Hello.
So new plan. I decided to pretty much repaint the whole thing in a different color scheme. I got rid of all the orange, or as much of the orange as I could at least. It was hard getting into all the little nooks and crannies, and I abandoned the red color to get away from the Christmassy kind of look. I instead accented her with different colored green berries. I mostly just painted her all over with different shades of green. I started painting her eyes a lime green to make them look like fly eyes. I wanted them to kind of look like they're glowing in memory of her original highlighter form. I then took another stab at the whole pitcher plant look. I had my heart set on it being a pitcher plant, and as you all know,
Mama didn't raise no quitter.
That's my boy.
so I took a different, more magenta kind of red and went through adding a broken up, spotty kind of red pattern to it, and I think it looks a lot closer to a real pitcher plant this time around. I went back and added some details to her dress, like some spots on the leaves, just to bring her whole look together. After reuniting her head with her body, you can clearly see how
Evil.
she looks. The look isn't quite complete yet though. I glued her wings and berry back on. They fell off at some point while I was painting. I decided she probably needs some pupils, so I added those in, which had made me realize I left the snail blind as well. So I glued on his eyeballs along the way. I gave him some very cartoony eyeballs. I wanted the snail to look kinda derpy. That's why he looks so happy and dumb. That was intentional. No need to bring it up, we'll just let him be happy in his own little world. So here she is. She transformed from Captain Clorox into
Evil.
nature fairy bug creature girl. BB. Rar babe.
That's me.
Rar babe signing off.
Do you like eating flies in your sleep? No, you're not real. If you don't, I suggest you click on the top right or bottom left. You're just a figment of my imagination.